Alright, guys, tomorrow's 2013. It's a brand new year, brand new start, brand new everything. I've been looking at how my language learning went for the past year, and I'm going to try something new this year. This year, I'm going to implement or try my best to start doing technique fusion. Let's just call it that. Why not? Um, and so the first technique I'm going to definitely implement because I've never tried it before, and people have told me good things about it. It's called the gold list method. It was coined that by this guy who goes by the name Uncle Davy. He's on YouTube somewhere on YouTube, and yeah, he's a funny guy. I think he's from Russia. Yeah, and so basically the method works like this: you do a session of at least 20 of minimum 20 minutes, and I think maximum 20 minutes. So just it has to be 20 minutes in that range, and you do 25 words. Now you do the 25 words in that language, and you write their translations on the other side of the page. Now here's where originally why I stepped away from the method, but now I can really understand it now. You do the 25 words, you say them to yourself. You're not really trying to remember them. You're just saying to them, like trying to make an association between the words. You're not really going the gusto trying to remember like a vocabulary list. So then you wait 2 weeks and you go back to the list. And this is called the distillation process. So in the distillation process, you look over the 25 words, and whatever you remember, you cross out. And what you don't remember, you put it on, I guess, the next page, and you write down those words. So then 2 weeks go by again, and you look at that list, and it's called the second distillation, right? And then you do it again in 2 weeks, and that's the third distillation. So essentially, you're learning 25 words, and the reason why you do this is because he says you're placing the words in your long-term memory. So you'll have a large vocabulary. You may not be able to speak the language as fluently as you want. However, you'll have a large vocabulary and a big structure of words. And he says, we do this with English or our native languages all the time. We just don't really analyze it. So I'm going to try that out this year. And in conjunction with that, I'm going to be doing foreign language learning. Everyone knows I'm a big fan of Lao Shu's work. So I'm definitely going to be doing that. So, and that is that for this year. I am studying for the first 5 months would be Russian, French, Hungarian, and Korean. So because I really want to be and like have a good aptitude for Russian, I'm going to try this gold list method with Russian and Hungarian. The gold list FLR combination with Russian and Hungarian. And for the sentence method, which is made popular by, I know his first name is Mike, but he also goes by Glossica. I'm going to try his sentence method for Korean, which is essentially a huge input level of work. So it's kind of like the gold list method, but he does things a little differently. He gets your speaking functioning high. He is heavy on input. So what he'll do is he'll read himself 100 sentences a day, and he'll put it on a recorder. So when he puts it on the recorder, he listens to himself say these sentences and their meanings back to himself. Let's see. He said does it 3 or 4 or 5 times a day. So he's listening. He's getting 500 sentences a day. So then the next day he does the exact same thing. So that's 200 sentences. He's listening to himself do these recordings every single day. So every week he's inputting and learning somewhere around 700 sentences, but he's listening to himself do it 4 or 5 times a day. So he's listening technically to 2,800 times, which, you know, it's a lot. So I'm going to be doing that for, I think I'm going to try that with Korean. I want to see, actually no, French. I want to see how well it works with French. For Korean itself, I really haven't figured out what method I would like to try out with Korean. The reason why is because Korean is something that I'm very new into. Someone told me that I would like it because it's very similar to Japanese and I guess their grammatical tendencies. So that's something I'll discuss in a later day of what I decided with Korean. But I'll figure out something before, you know, 2013 actually starts. So I got some time today to really sit back, drink some tea, and really think about where I want to take this. So, what are your techniques for this year? Leave a comment and below. You can email me at metrotaku@gmail. Leave me a message at Twitter. And I would love to hear what are your new plans for the year for your language learning, or what are you learning for the new year? You know, that's also good, because if you tell me, and you know, you tell me, hey, I'm doing Hmong, Chinese, and Esperanto, and I check your page, and you know, all of a sudden you're doing Cleon. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you what was your big change. So anyway, Metrotaku out of here. Enjoy 2013. Enjoy your. I think most of you guys had the day off. Take the day off to think about what you want to do and leave a video or comment response. And I'll see you guys later. Metrotaku out. Ciao.